Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl T Milan, aka Miss Trillionaire T, and I am back with another video. Today is Saturday, July 19th, 2025. Wow, we are almost near the end of July. It's crazy. It seemed like we just was in May, and the summer is halfway over. But anyway, so getting into the video today, I really wanted to talk to you guys about my one-to-one acrylic and pedicure masterclass that I am now offering. So just a little bit of background on me. Y'all know I'm Miss Trillionaire T, aka T Milan. I went to college. I did 5 years of college actually. Did 5 years of college, and I realized that I did 5 years of college. I graduated, right? Let me even back up even further. I started school when I was 17 years old. So at 17, I didn't know, and this should have been a red flag right there. But at 17, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know what major I wanted to take up or anything. But I didn't want to go to school for general ed, because you can go to college for general ed, but it just don't count towards nothing. So I said, I gotta pick a degree. So I randomly picked a degree, communications. It seemed like it was easy. It seemed like it was something I could be into, and so I just took it. Didn't know what I wanted to do. Didn't want to know what type of job I want to have the rest of my life. Didn't know what career path I wanted to go into. Honestly, probably shouldn't even have went to college. Probably should have just took a year off to really just explore and just really figure out what I wanted to do. But that didn't happen. So went to college straight after high school, ended up taking communications. I did 5 years of college, graduated, came out, and I'm just like the regular person. I got my degree in something that I don't even work in that field. I don't even use the degree, and to be honest with you, I wish that I can give it back and they can take this debt back, because I don't want it. But nonetheless, it's here. I have it. It is what it is. But I graduated in 2013, and I had to find myself. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I had got some jobs over the years. I've worked many jobs. I got fired from most of my jobs. I've never been at a job longer than 2 years. I can't see myself being at a job for longer than 2 years. I don't like working for other people. I hate having a boss. I hate having to ask for time off. I hate having my time being controlled. I hate it. I like my own freedom, and I understand when you become an entrepreneur, you work twice as hard, but it's something about the grit and the grind that I really like about it. It's something about that even though I work twice as hard, if I want to take a break, I can take a break. If I want to go on vacation, I can take a vacation, and I don't have to answer to anybody. I don't have to put my request in, and it doesn't have to be denied because two other people in the department want the same day off as I want. So I went through a lot. I worked jobs I hate. I remember I worked one job. I cried. Okay? I hated that job. I cried. The best thing they could have did for me was fire me. They fired me and I collected unemployment. I was so dang on happy, y'all. And when I tell you I had lost weight, well, I think from just being at that job, because I was working 2 jobs and I gained weight, but once I quit that job, I lost weight and went back down to my normal weight. I didn't gain a lot of weight, but I did lose my weight and went back down to my normal weight. That's a job I really hated. I had some experiences at these jobs, okay? Like, I've had some experiences, but similar to the same experiences as other people had. But I've had some of the same experience. I just feel like working a 9 to 5, or not even just a 9 to 5, a 10 to 6, whatever. Just working a corporate job or working a job in general, where you have to clock in and exchange your time for money, it's never resonated with me. It's never resonated with me. There's a reason why I get fired. There's a reason why I can't stay somewhere longer than 2 years. There is a reason. Like, it never resonated with me. I'm much more happier when I'm doing my own thing. Now, don't get me wrong, shit's stressful. I'm not the girl that's gonna get on here and say it's easy. It's not easy, but shit's stressful. But it took me a while to find myself. It took me a while of going through different jobs and just in life and just experiencing life and just seeing how things are and seeing how things work, how the real world works. It took me to get in there and experience it for myself to realize which pathway I want to go, and what's best for me is to be an entrepreneur. And I gotta try. It's literally get rich or die trying. Like, I gotta try. I cannot stop. It's in me. I can't stop. I can't give up and say, well, I'm gonna just get a job and work. I can't do it. It's not going to work out. I'm not going to be at that job long. I can't do it. It's just not in me. And I'm, like I said, I'm just like most people. Like my parents, they don't understand. Older people don't understand. A lot of people are not going to understand you. A lot of people are not going to understand your decision. A lot of people don't understand entrepreneurship, even though there are a lot of successful entrepreneurs. A lot of people don't understand it. They don't. Why would you suffer? You got a degree. You got this. You can have this. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want to exchange my time for money. I want to be able to put my shit on autopilot. Period. I want multiple streams of income. I want 10, 15 streams of income. I want... The average millionaire has 7, I think. Fast forward, graduated school 2013, got a bunch of jobs, had to go through life, experience life. And 2020, COVID happened. Well, let me say this. 2015, I realized I wanted to be an entrepreneur. 2015, I realized I did not like working for people. And it only took me 2 years to come to that realization. But the only thing is that I didn't know what I wanted to do in 2015. Then in 2018, the job I was just talking to you about that I hated so much, that I used to cry. I hated that job so much. I worked that job from 2016 to 2017. I'm telling y'all, every break I would be on the phone with my boyfriend just going off complaining. And I give it to my boyfriend because I don't know how he, at the time, my boyfriend at the time, I give it to him because I don't know how he took me just complaining, because I just was so unhappy at that job. But I was, fearful of quitting. What am I going to do? I had a new car, I had bought a new car. Like, what am I going to do? I knew then in 2015 that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And then in 2017, I said I want to do clothes. I was at work and I said, you know what? I'm going to start selling clothes. At first it was arts and crafts. First I was making things and just was going to hand make things and sell it. And then it turned into a clothing line. So I had my clothing line from 2017, 2018-ish, all the way up to 2020. And I realized that in order for me to take my clothing line to the next level, and give what my clients or what my customers was asking, in order for me to go to that next level, I would have to invest more in myself. And I realized that doing clothing wasn't necessarily in me in that capacity. I wasn't willing to take that risk to go to the next level. People wanted sweatsuits and stuff like that. And listen, I'm a tall girl. So anything that I sell, I want to be able to model it and wear it. And so I was actually going to go to manufacturers and get things custom made and do the whole thing. But it costs a lot of money. And I just realized I also believe too, when you own a business, you should know it. Even though you may not know how to do everything, you should know the business if you're in. If you're into clothing, you should know terminology when it comes down to clothing. You should know what rivets mean, or what kind of zippers, what size zippers to use, or what kind of buttons you want, or stitching, or you should know. And I don't even know all the terminology, but you should be aware of these things. You should be able to walk into a room with people, with manufacturers, and have an intelligent conversation and communicate effectively what it is that you want. You should already know that. And then just when I walked into the room with the manufacturer and I sat down, I just realized this ain't what I want. And I'm not willing to go into $20,000 in debt, trying to get $20,000 or trying to get money, $20,000 in debt to fund this dream. I realized at that point, it wasn't worth it for me. So I stopped doing the clothing in 2020. And then I said, you know what? Now I got to change paths. I got to change directions. But But I ended up letting the business go. It just wasn't for me. And then I said, I gotta find something else. I gotta do something else. And I said, you know what? I want to be in the beauty industry. I decided I was going to commit to doing nails, and that's what I did. So I was on Amazon ordering all this nail stuff. I was going down the rabbit hole, watching tons and tons and tons and tons of YouTube videos. I was watching the girl Natalie Carmona. She was heavy in rotation, and just a lot of nail videos was heavy in rotation, trying to figure out how to do nails, how to do this, how to do that. My first set of nails was crazy, lumpy, looked a hot behind mess. For whatever reason, I remember them being like bendy too. Like, it was just like so weird. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm one of them people where it's like, was one of those people, especially when I was first starting out doing nails, where it was like, first of all, I didn't have any money to really pay for a mentor, so I was just trying to get as much free information as possible. But then also, I think I just be taking pride doing it the hard way. And you shouldn't. Like, if you can invest into something and it can fast track you, do it. Because I feel like it took me so long to become as good as I am. And I could have been excelled sooner and faster if I would have just stayed into taking a one-to-one course or a class with somebody. So that's just a little tidbit. So anyway, so getting back to the story, so I decided I'm going all in. I'm practicing. I order all my stuff from Amazon, trying to figure it all out on my own. Just me and YouTube. YouTube is my teacher, just me and YouTube. I decided I'm gonna take this serious. I'm gonna go to school for it. In 2021, I went to school for it, took out a student loan, went to school for it. I also went to school for aesthetics too. So I am a licensed esthetician and a licensed nail tech in the state of Pennsylvania. Went to school for that in August of 2021. I was so excited. I was so happy, y'all. And I have videos up, not a lot of videos because I wasn't in my heavy vlogging bag like I should have been. But I have like maybe 1 or 2 videos somewhere in my playlist, somewhere in my history, if you guys want to watch that. You know, just talking about school and all the things that I needed for school. Finished school, finished in the end of February. It's like, even though I went to school for it, y'all, like, I didn't know how to do nails. Like, I still didn't know how to do nails. School did not teach me how to do nails. School didn't teach me. I was self-taught until I got into the salon, and then I really got taught. So, and not taught because somebody sat down and taught me because I had to catch on, and I picked up from just being around and being in that environment. I'm a self-taught nail tech. That's basically what it is. I'm a self-taught nail tech. Here and there, when I was working in salons, here and there, people would, you know, tap me on my shoulder like, you could do it this way or you could do it that way. But did somebody sit down with me? No. Nobody sat down and took time with me? No. People showed me things here and there. People have helped me. I'm not going to say nobody helped me, but ain't nobody sit down and train me. And I remember those times when I would be at home practicing. I remember those times even before I went to school when I couldn't even understand why was my nails so lumpy. You know why my nails were so lumpy? Part reason my nails were so lumpy because I didn't know how to lay acrylic properly. I didn't even know about bead to monomer ratio. I wasn't even practicing doing that, which I should have. But that was the reason too. But also, I was using the wrong bits. If you ever put a drill, they give you those corny ass drill bits, and I was using those drill bits to actually work on nails. So my nails, that's not cutting through no acrylic. Okay, those bits, I don't know what the hell those bits are for. I don't even use those bits. I guess they cuticle bits. I don't know what the hell they for, but they don't do nothing when it comes down to cutting through acrylic in terms of shaping acrylic. It's smoothing out the acrylic for polishing. It does nothing. So it's like, YouTube was only taking me so far, you know. I had to pick up on a lot of things on my own. Like, YouTube was only taking me so far, and it took me a while to get to learn where the professionals get their quality bits from. They actually go to the nail supply store. Like, I was ordering stuff off of Amazon. I have a lot of bits, drill bits. I was trying different bits, like all types of stuff. And it wasn't until I actually tapped in and realized, like, oh, this is where the real professionals go to get their tools, and this is what works. This is what's going to work. So, bringing it back a little bit, school didn't teach me that, okay? And like I said, even before school, I was figuring it out, trying to figure it out on my own, which honestly, I really should have just invested into a course, and that would have sped up the learning process, it took me a long time, guys. It took me a really, really long time. Like I said, I went to school. School does not teach you how to do nails. School is not going to be over your shoulder. They're not going to be watching you. It's other kids, it's other students in the class. They're not there for individualized attention. They're not specifically there to show you technique. They're there to introduce you to concepts, and you have to go. If that's what you want to do, you have to take in those concepts and you have to run with it, and you have to teach yourself the skill. I'm sorry, guys, if it's so dark right now. It's like it's about to rain out here, but you have to run with it, and you have to teach your own self those skills. They introduce you to polygel, they introduce you to hard gel, they introduce you to acrylic. And if you have the book that we use in school, it tells you step by step how to do stuff. But are we doing that in class? No, we're not doing polygel in class. I don't even remember if we even played around with acrylic or not. Like, we're not doing polygel in class. We're not doing hard gel in class. They're not showing you how to work it and they might talk about it, but they're not sitting down showing you. No. They make you aware of it. School makes you aware. The only good thing about school, they prepare you for the state board test and you learn about diseases. I think that's the most important thing, is learning about no diseases, no disorders, and the anatomy. Those are like the important things that you get from school, and you're able to get your license. Other than that, school don't teach you shit. Like, I'm really gonna be honest. Even after you do school and you get your license, you still probably going to have to take a nail course. Either you're going to have to be in somebody's class or take a one-to-one nail course, because school is not, it just doesn't give you that. Throughout all of that time, me going the long way and the hard way and doing the work instead of paying for a course, being stubborn, and also honestly didn't really even have the money to anyway, for real. I had bills, but I had to learn all that on my own, and I had questions too. Like, I had a lot of questions, and I didn't have anybody to answer these questions. I didn't have anybody around. And honestly, that's another thing I want to say too. YouTube does not always. It's cool to watch YouTube, but YouTube don't always answer questions. I couldn't understand why my shit kept lifting. I couldn't understand it. I didn't know what I was doing wrong. Like, I needed that one-to-one. I needed that person that had salon experience. I needed that person to tell me you're using the wrong product. I needed that, and I didn't have that. You don't get that from YouTube. You know, you get a lot from YouTube. You get a lot more from YouTube than you get from school, but you don't get everything from YouTube. You have to take a class. You have to take a course. You have to, so you can know exactly what you're doing. And I said, when I was going through that and I was struggling to learn it, to pick it up, I said, when I get this together and I get on, I'm going to be that person to other people. And that's what I want to be. And that's why now that I'm in a good space with nails, I want to be that teacher. I want to be the person to teach you guys. So I do have a one-to-one masterclass that I am teaching. And I am teaching pedicures and acrylic nails as of right now. Pedicures and acrylic nails. I don't know if I want to add other elements, but for right now, it's pedicures and acrylic nails. And the reason why I added pedicures to my courses is because a lot of these nail techs out here, licensed or unlicensed, don't know how to do pedicures. I honestly don't even get it. I don't even know why you would not. I understand you don't want to touch feet, because I don't like touching feet either. I don't like touching people dirty water. I don't. I wear gloves every single time. So if you don't like touching people's feet, then wear the gloves. But to not do pedicures is literally insane. It's literally insane. Pedicures are faster than doing a full set of acrylics. I'm not even gonna hold you. If I had my choice, I could easily be a pedicurist. I could easily just only do pedicures, but I like doing those too. But I could easily just only do, what? Are you serious? A 30-minute service and you done made your basic pedicures can be any. You can price anything the way you want to price anything, but I've seen, like right now, my pedicures is $45. The shop that I'm in right now, the pedicures is $45. But it's other people that pedicures, their base pedicures is $60. you know, a basic pedicure service is only 30-35 minutes long. You can make I can make $45 in 30 minutes. If I got 2 pedicures lined up, that's $90 in an hour. Where you going and you making $90 in an hour? And pedicures is so decent about pedicures is because you can add on things. You can add on high stones. You can add on foot mask. You can add on paraffin. Like, it's so many different things. You can do a special scrub, a foot scrub. At this old salon I worked at, she used a regular scrub, and then she had another scrub, which honestly really wasn't that much. It was just thicker and consistency, and it smelled good. Price point wise, it really wasn't. I don't even think she was spending that much more money or whatever for this different kind of scrub. She ended up charging $10 if you wanted to use this special scrub. Like, you can upcharge it's business at the end of the day. You can upcharge so many things when it comes to pedicure. So I feel like if you're going to be a nail tech, be a nail tech. Learn how to do hands and feet. Why would you leave money on the table? The girls is flocking to the nail salon. The guys is flocking to the nail, well, really women, but men, they get their feet done too. But women are flocking to the nail salons in the summertime, especially, to get their feet done. If they don't get nothing else, they're going to get their feet done in the summertime. Everybody get their feet done in the summertime. You can, with pedicures, you can offer different packages. You could do spa, you could do regular, you could do deluxe, and you can add different things to it and make the price go up. Our deluxe pedicure right now is $85. Deluxe, when you add more to pedicures, it takes a little bit longer. So deluxe probably might be like 45 minutes to an hour. And I done made $85. That ain't bad. Where can you go and make $85 in an hour? You damn sure ain't getting that from Amazon. You damn sure ain't getting that from these retail stores. Really. Unless you in a high position, you at a job somewhere, you in a high position and you worked your way up through corporate America, through promotion. But most people not getting $85 an hour. Unless you a lawyer or you a CEO, or like CEO probably make more than that, but like unless you a lawyer or, you know, you really like in those type of professions. But regular folks, regular jobs, you ain't getting no damn $85 an hour. You're not doing it. So I believe in a full rounded nail tech. I believe a person should do hand. If you're going to do acrylic nails, do feet as well. And so that's what I offer in my training course. My masterclass. I gotta stop saying training course because it's a masterclass, because it really is. I have a lot of information. I know, and it's way more information than your regular training courses. A lot of these acrylic training courses, they just want to teach you the regular basic sanitation, disinfection, how to lay acrylic, how to shape. I do that as well, but I also teach you a nail anatomy. I also teach you how to do a refill. I also teach you how to remove acrylic. I also teach you pedicures. I teach you foot massage techniques. I also give you acrylic practice sheet where you can practice your beads. I also give you a full kit for hands and feet when you take my master class for hands and feet. And you interested in getting licensed in PA, I'm resourceful. I give you information about how to get your license, where I give you a list of schools that's in the area that you can go to, how the requirements, the steps you need to get your license. I also include the study guide that I use to get my license, which is given by the state, and they update it every year or every other year. So you just type it into Google and it pop on right on up for you, the updated version. Everything, like my classes is packed and full of information. You have lifetime mentorship. You can always reach out to me and ask me any question if you get stuck on anything or whatever. Teach you how to polish. Like a lot of things don't even teach you how to polish. I teach you how to polish. I give you steps and techniques to teach you how to polish. That's basic, but it's a skill. You have to learn it. It seems like it's easy, but it's to have it neat and flawless, you have to learn how to move that brush. I believe in a well-rounded nail tech. Like, I'm not just about to teach you, oh, we gonna do a little shaping, no. If you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it, and you're gonna do it all the way. So I want to be that person that I was looking for. I give you product recommendations. I give you job recommendations, because just because you know how to do nails don't mean that you have to stick to learning how to do nails. Learn it, immerse yourself in the field, become an expert in it, and maybe you could be a teacher too, or you could do other stuff. I give you product recommendations, job recommendations, a list of schools, the list of nail supply stores in Philly. Like, I resourceful. And these people is not giving y'all that information. I promise you, on everything, these people not giving you as much information as I'm giving you in my masterclass. Like, the decision is easy. I do have my masterclass available. Put the link in my description box, and I hope to see y'all there. Invest in yourself. This is an investment. You could do so much when you do nails, yo. Like, even if you don't want to do it full-time, it is a great part-time job. If you don't want to quit your 9 to 5 and you just want some extra, it's a great part-time job. It's flexible. You can do it in your house if you feel comfortable taking clients in your house. You could take 5-6 people, have them on rotation, and make extra $200-$300 a week. It's a good income. It's a good income. I hope to see you guys in my class. I hope that hearing my story has inspired you guys. Right now, I'm living my life right now. I'm living life on my own terms. I'm buying back my freedom, and this is all made possible from doing those. I'm able to share my experiences. I've been doing this since 2020. I've been licensed for 3 years. I've been in nail salons for the last 2 years. So I have the experience under my belt. I have the book knowledge. I have the salon experience, and I combine all of that into this course. I wrote my own training manual. I combine all of it into this course, 31 pages long. Like, everything that you need to know. I had to dig deep. Everything that you need to know to be a full, well-rounded nail tech, I put that in there for you guys, to help you guys, because I want to help you guys as much as possible. I do have a help hotline that you guys can look at. Even if you're already doing nails and maybe you're not ready to take a full training course, but you have a burning question, maybe you're in PA and you're like, I want to know how I can get licensed, we can talk on the hotline about it, and I can help you and give you directions and give you schools to go to, tuition costs and things like that in the area. How you can go about getting your license requirements and everything you need. Trying to decide in between what salon to work at, it's an acceptable pay. We can talk about it 20 minutes, but we can talk about it on the hotline. I'm going to link that down too, because if you guys are interested, if you have a burning question, I remember, like I said, when I was coming up, I had burning questions. I want to know why my shit keep lifting. I want to know, and nobody, I feel like I didn't have nobody to ask, and then when I would ask somebody, they just couldn't really help me. That's probably why I needed to really be in a one-on-one training course at that point, but I still kept just going on doing whatever until I figured it out. You have like any issues, products, or what's a good product to use? I haven't used every product out there, so I can only answer and tell you what products I like to use, but I can give you some good suggestions. And yeah, what polishes to use, whatever questions you have, questions you may have, or issues that you may have that's nail related, and you're not in a space where you want to take a one-on-one training course, but you have a burning question, because I know how that feels to have a burning question about nails and nobody can answer it. I am a resource for y'all. I'm a source for y'all. So I also have my nail hotline, but I encourage you guys to take my one-on-one masterclass. I think it's well worth it. It's packed with so much information. I already gave y'all the list of information. It's packed with so much information. I'm going to put the link in my description box. If you like to read more about it, you guys can read more about it. And also, guys, I do have afterpay options. So we do have a payment plan option if you're not able to just pay all in one lump sum, and you can pay bi-weekly. I do have an afterpay option, so I feel like that's really awesome, and I'm really trying to find ways to like help you guys so you can get the information that you need, because it's important. This is your livelihood, point blank period. This is a thing that can break generational curses and build generational wealth. Seriously, once you have a skill, you learn how to fish, you'll never go hungry. I love that quote, but this is true. So I'm going to end the vlog right now. It's been long enough, probably well over 30 minutes, and people were like looking at my car like, who the fuck is she talking to? But they always in my business. Mind your damn business. I'm talking to my people. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.